This is News 3 Now at 6.
Hundreds of thousands of your neighbors, friends, family, maybe even you personally are still waiting for an answer on unemployment.
Today, lawmakers hope to get some answers of their own. They question the authors of a report on the state's issues in providing people assistance. Amy Reed is live with what they had to say. Amy?
The waiting and not knowing is the worst part for one person I spoke to today, and his situation is not unique. Lawmakers spoke today about how often they speak to people across the state facing the same thing.
All of us as legislators have been besieged by literally thousands of phone calls from constituents, many of them friends, and we've felt the pain in a major way.
State lawmakers got a chance to get to the bottom of the delay today, while more than 368,000 people wait for any response to their unemployment filing. An audit out this week shows nearly 1 in 4 applicants this spring were in that situation for 5 or more weeks.
The sad truth of the details that are exposed in this professional audit aren't really a surprise to most of us because we've heard all that from these calls. This statistically significant random sampling confirms what we were hearing from constituents over and over again.
Legislators on the Joint Audit Committee asked the authors of the report about their findings and what they could do to improve it. They and DWD staff brought up places worth a closer look, like an adjudication process that may be especially difficult and time-consuming for those who quit their jobs. Brett Blasky can attest to that.
When our business reopened, I made the choice that I didn't think it was safe for me and my domestic partner to return to work because they could not guarantee my safety.
Based on his reading of the site, Brett qualifies, but he's still waiting on an answer. He filed in June, got an adjudicator on the phone in September.
He has never called me back to this day.
So now he waits while his savings run low. He said his frustration is not even about the money, but communication.
I really think if people were able to see a progress bar or something like that to give them an idea of what the timing will be, that would be very helpful.
During the hearing and since, lawmakers have continued to blame their colleagues across the aisle for the delay. Republicans say it's poor leadership from the governor. Democrats say it's Republican reforms or inaction. DWD says the main reason it's taken so long is just the massive influx of claims they've had in the pandemic, essentially forcing 4 years worth of claims into 9 months.
Amy Reed reporting tonight. Amy, thank you.
The Wisconsin Department of Justice has identified the person shot and killed by state troopers near Fort Atkinson last week. Officials say 23-year-old Joseph Crawford died at the scene from multiple gunshot wounds. According to the DOJ, 3 troopers fired their weapons. The incident started as a traffic stop for speeding on Highway 26 between Watertown and Johnson Creek. Officials say the driver started shooting from the car, then got out of the vehicle and attempted to carjack another person. The 3 troopers involved are on administrative leave now. They've been identified as Keegan Williams, Alexander Polizzi, and David Heinisch. The driver in the incident was later identified to be a suspect in a Monona bank robbery earlier this month. Officials say the troopers were not aware of this at the time of that traffic stop.
To weather now, a quiet forecast, but some flurries could be on the way. Let's check your first warn forecast with meteorologist Chris Reese. Chris?
Hey, we've seen some flurries out here at times. I noticed that earlier on the patio and then earlier in the station parking lot. A couple of flurries came down. Right now, things seem to be all good and dry, but it is possible we'll see another chance for flurries as we move closer to the weekend. For now, I want to start by showing you this. Temperatures, they're warmer than they were at this exact same time yesterday by about 10 degrees. But one thing that we always saw is that it was the edges of the state, the edges of the map that were warm, and then we had this colder spot in the middle that would encompass places like Monroe and Madison. Now it's flipped. We're the warm spot where the edges are the colder. The reason for that, the snow on the ground has been acting as this reflector of the solar radiation that comes down to warm us up. But now that snow has given up the energy, per se, that's gone into doing that, and so we've been able to warm up more today than we have been able to in recent days, per se. 28 our temperature right now, which means yesterday at this time we sat at 18 degrees, and I will tell you, it feels much better out here, even though it's still generally cold. 32 in J Zanesville right now 30 as you work your way over towards Mineral Point. Winds out of the east to northeast at 8 miles per hour. And while our radar is generally one that's going to be quiet, there's a big storm system impacting the eastern part of the country. We'll talk about that a little bit more in a few minutes, along with our own weather pattern headed up to Christmas.
Chris, thank you. Across Wisconsin, health officials confirm more than 2,400 new cases of COVID-19 today, a significant decline from yesterday's total of 3,700. The average for new cases per day has also dropped to 3,200. However, 78 more Wisconsinites have died, including 20 new deaths registered in Dane County. DHS Secretary-designate Andrea Palm says the state is not seeing a spike in cases after Thanksgiving, but warned people to stay vigilant over Christmas and New Year's. Nearly 200 healthcare workers in the state have now received vaccines as of today. State health officials say Wisconsin could receive 100,000 doses of the Moderna coronavirus vaccine as early as next week. That's twice what the state has received in its initial shipment from Pfizer. Wisconsin DHS has activated a federal partnership with pharmacy chains, CVS and Walgreens, to administer shots to nursing home residents and workers. The goal is to complete this by the end of January.
As regional vaccine distribution hubs, SSM Health and UW Health store the vaccines in ultra-low temperature freezers. Then the Department of Health Services tells them how many doses to send to other hospitals and long-term care facilities. SSM Health officials say now the vaccine is not just in urban centers, it's been shipped to rural areas, so all healthcare workers will have access. SSM's first shipment went to another SSM Health facility. Waupun Memorial Hospital received 200 doses today, but they don't have the infrastructure to transport doses to clinics outside of the SSM system. That's where the Wisconsin National Guard comes in.
Thankfully, we have individuals from the Wisconsin National Guard here on site to help us with these logistics, with getting the doses out of the ultra-cold freezer, packaging them appropriately under cold temperatures, and then transporting them with their own vehicles to the clinic locations across the state where the vaccine will be given to healthcare workers.
Today, SSM officials say they are vaccinating about 50 employees an hour with the goal of vaccinating 400 to 500 employees each day. They're hoping everyone who wants a shot will get one in the next week or two. In Green Bay today, Hospital Sisters Health System and Previa Health received their first round of vaccines and administered them to frontline healthcare workers. People who work in urgent care and ICUs, as well as those who provide direct care to COVID-19 patients, are receiving the shot first.
Madison is still looking for a permanent location for an overnight men's shelter, but the city did find a temporary spot, one that's larger and warmer. Gabriella Becerra explains what the shelter features. Gabby?
Well, a space that once housed city vehicles will now temporarily house people. Shelter operators tell us about 70 people are here so far, and they'll be the first to stay in this new overnight shelter. Now, this space is about 43,000 square feet big, and it's on First Street. It can hold about 250 people. There are bathroom and shower trailers and a dining space where guests can eat the breakfast and dinner that is provided. The city waived the 90-day maximum stay limit and dropped the ban on drug and alcohol users.
We made this transformation because we were really worried about capacity over the winter as we go into the coldest months of the year, making sure that we have enough room for everybody who needs shelter.
The city is searching for a more permanent location for the emergency men's shelter after a previous deal fell through in October. Now, there's parking spaces out back, but there's also transportation provided from the Beacon every day, about 450 that leaves from the Beacon to head down to the shelter for intake, which starts at 5 and ends at 8:30. Now, guests are screened for COVID-19 symptoms, and if they do show symptoms, they are then transported to a medical respite shelter.
Gabriella Becerra reporting. Gabby, thank you.
Coming up next at 6, the Janesville Medical Technology Company breaks ground on a new facility. We'll explain how it'll support their goal of becoming a leader in producing a cancer-treating isotope when we come back.
You were always the responsible one, so much like me. Always taking care of everyone else. But this wasn't your responsibility. I already took care of the arrangements. The Ryans made it so easy. I didn't want you to worry about a thing. It's my last gift to you, my lovely daughter.
For over 86 years, you have made Steinhoffel's part of your family, and we would like to say thank you. With 35 to 50% off and great deals on the largest selection of furniture at the guaranteed lowest prices. Like this cocktail table, $4.59, and this sofa, only $4.99. This queen bed, just $7.49, or this dining table, $7.99. Get a Beauty Rest Silver Queen for the price of a twin. It's Steinhoffel's Customer Appreciation Sale, the sale that's all about you.
Needed Relief Day Spa and Wellness is a place where you can relax, be pampered, and revitalize your life in a safe and tranquil environment. Our guests' safety and comfort is our top priority. Revitalize yourself at Needed Relief today and give the gift of wellness to those you love with a Needed Relief gift card, available now online. It's exactly what we all need. Needed Relief Day Spa and Wellness, Madison's world-class wellness spa.
Keeping yourself and your family safe from germs and bacteria is made easy with Cetus ultraviolet technology for sterilization. Through time-tested ultraviolet irradiation, killing 99% of dangerous microbes is simple and effortless. UV light technology is faster and more reliable than water-based disinfectants. Now easier than ever to live germ-free. Visit www.cetusonline.com. That is CETUSonline.com.
Welcome back. A Janesville-based medical company is breaking ground on its headquarters and a large-scale production facility. Shine Medical Technologies says the 54,000 square foot facility will produce a therapeutic isotope, lutetium-177. That's in high demand because of its potential to improve outcomes for cancer patients. This is the beginning of Shine's goal to become the leader in production of this isotope.
We're going to be producing at a small scale in Building 1. That's at the level of maybe tens of curies per week. This new facility is going to be able to produce up to hundreds of curies per week, and that equates to about 300,000 patients per year. That's cancer patients treated.
The new facility is being built near the airport. It's expected to be operational in 2022. It's northeast of another Shine facility already under construction to produce another kind of isotope, molybdenum-99. That's used to diagnose heart disease, cancer, and other diseases.
Nearly 1,500 students will graduate virtually tomorrow from Madison College. After that, they will enter a challenging job market. A career advisor at Madison College says students there might be at an advantage because so many of the professions they prepare students for are essential services. She says students are using a job posting tool and doing more interviews over Zoom. And even though times might be rough right now, she says most students are staying positive.
I'm seeing confidence. I'm seeing that students are confident as well. I'm also telling them that you need to think a little bit differently. So maybe looking at remote opportunities, is that possible? Or even looking at jobs that, you hadn't thought about in other places of the country or maybe even the world because of the remote opportunity.
Warner says another option for some students right now is to continue their education, but she says it's important for those students to still try to pick up part-time work when possible.
And still ahead at 6, the U.S. Postal Service and UPS are dealing with historic volumes of packages this holiday season. We'll hear how local sites are handling the quick turnaround in time for Christmas. And a chance of flurries this weekend, but otherwise a quiet forecast. And Chris will have the complete details next.
Get to it, America, because joy doesn't just happen. You make it happen. And during the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event, we're helping you make even more joy. Come get the best deals of the season with offers on select Ford SUVs and Ford Fusion. Everything you need to make the holidays brighter than ever. That's how we're making joy this season. How will you? Choose FlexBuy and get Escape with 0 for 66 financing and $1,500 back. Plus get $2,000 trade assist on eligible vehicles.
At Papa Murphy's, we make fresh pizza that you bake at home. Because home is where the fun is. Right now, get the chicken garlic pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
Although Christmas is just around the corner, don't worry. Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Christmas sale is going on now. Shop low prices on a huge selection of great gifts for everyone on your list. Like $4 off work and sport knit hats, just $4.99. Save $200 on this DeWalt miter saw. Hickory Farms gift packs start at just $7.99. Plus, buy online and pick up your items in our convenient drive-thru. You don't even need to get out of your car. Shop great gifts for everyone on your list during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Christmas sale. Going on now.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. The Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy providers are working together to help keep your heat and power on. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Introducing the best gift idea ever. Give a HyVee Plus premium membership. They'll get fuel savings every time they shop. Plus, our Redline premium service hotline. Plus, free online delivery and free express pickup. Plus, a personal online shopper. Plus, exclusive offers every month like a free bouquet. With HyVee Plus, our plus really does equal more. Make someone's Christmas with a HyVee Plus premium membership today.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
The most wonderful time of the year happens to be the busiest time for the people who help make holidays special.
That's right. The Postal Service and UPS are dealing with some record volumes of packages due to the pandemic. Our Jamie Perez shows us what they're dealing with and when you can expect your packages to arrive.
It's the busiest week of the year for the United States Postal Service.
Because of the volumes that we're seeing at this time of the year, we do have our employees working longer hours.
Bob Sheehan, communications specialist who handles our area of the USPS facilities, sees the ebb and flow of foot traffic at post offices around the Madison area.
Elevated volumes throughout the year because of the pandemic, and that just followed into our holiday season.
USPS says this is an extraordinary year for deliveries dealing with historic volumes of packages and mail.
And here at the UPS store on University Avenue, the story is no different. With hundreds of boxes that come through here every day, they say that the volume that they're processing is up about 25%.
We have a lot more packages than ever before, no doubt.
This is Dylan Lund's 4th year processing packages with the UPS store on University Avenue.
Oh, you know, it keeps us moving, keeps us active. It's good work. Keeps me, I don't have to go to the gym every day now. So.
Even with the greater number of packages they're handling every day.
Per person, each individual person's probably moving at least 150 a day, at 150 to 200 a day. So, 3 or 4 of us in the store. So we're probably moving 500 to 600 packages through the store each day.
The owner of the UPS store says they're still on schedule for getting packages delivered on time.
We're getting things out the same day we get them. We're packing them and shipping them and taking care of them on the same day.
With Christmas just 9 days away.
Have we sent to this address before?
They suggest shipping them out sooner rather than later.
Excellent.
For News 3 Now, I'm Jamie Perez.
See you soon.
Yesterday was the deadline for ground shipping to get your mail or packages to their destinations by Christmas. Friday is the deadline for first-class mail. Saturday, the deadline for priority mail. Next Wednesday, the deadline for priority mail express service. UPS also offers 3-day, 2-day, and next-day delivery, but of course that will come with a higher price.
And here's Chris Reese with a look at our first warn forecast. Hi, Chris.
Hey, Charlotte. Some of the things folks are getting ready to hear, especially on social media, watching the news, it's about the big storm that's impacting the eastern part of the country. We're talking millions of people in the path of a snowstorm that has not been seen in this size and scale in multiple years. We're talking 2 to 3 inch per hour snowfall rates in places like Philadelphia, New York City, getting ready to work its way northward into Boston. By the time all is said and done, this nor'easter likely to drop a couple feet of snow. For us, we're going to be dry as we go through tonight. A couple of flurries can't be ruled out. It's more so the cloud cover that I'm seeing starting to stream into town. But here's how high-resolution radar has looked for us over the Badger State. Even the flurries that did fall at times, a lot of that wasn't able to be picked up on radar. That being said, cloud cover is what we're seeing outside right now. 28 our temperature, the wind chill down at 20 as those winds come out of the east to northeast at 8 miles per hour. 32 our air temperature for Janesville right now, 29 for Monroe, Basketball 29 for Viroqua. The air temperature is at 25. You work your way up towards places like Westfield, and temperatures are still into the 20s there. Also, we take you hour by hour through the overnight. Look for those temperatures dropping down to about 20. We'll see sunshine try to filter in through some of that cloud cover tomorrow. I expect those temperatures to be right around 32. Take the weather we had today, just repeat that as we move into your Thursday. Now, by Thursday night, we may try to get a little bit of clearing before more cloud cover moves back in. It's all about the timing as for when that happens. But if we do indeed get the clearing, look for those lows dropping into the teens for Thursday night. We'll see more cloud cover, though, as we move into Friday. Temperatures will warm up into perhaps the mid-30s. A weak cold front comes through into Saturday. That'll likely just bring some flurries. Some of the models want to try to develop a little wave that makes it more than flurries, but for now, it looks like just flurries. Here's the colder air moving away. We get our little warm up for the weekend. Watch the source of the cold up through Canada. We're going to get connected to that by the time we get you towards Christmas. We see a warm up trying to move our direction as we head into Monday, but the colder air, it's simply rocking and rolling. By Wednesday, a powerful cold front gets ready to come in. When you get cold fronts this strong, there's typically a storm system associated with it, and I believe there's going to be one nearby. The question is just where exactly does it track? And then we are into the cold by the time Santa gets here. But here's what I'm talking about with the storm systems. Watch this. Here's our teeny-weeny little cold front that comes through by the time we get you towards the weekend. I'm not really concerned about that at all. But by the time we get you towards Tuesday night into Wednesday, the models are trying to show a system diving in out of the north and west that comes on through here. If this pans out and it's in a good spot, that means a white Christmas for a lot of folks in Wisconsin. So we're watching that closely. That's your snow chance for next Tuesday, Wednesday, and then the flurries on Christmas Eve. In the meantime, it's a mix of sun and clouds and temperatures hanging out into the 30s.
And coming up in sports, the Badgers make a splash on National Signing Day. Well, they're calling this class a home run. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Attic Angel Community has earned a reputation as the one and only. But what's so memorable to the people who live here?
It's good local heart. Interesting friends.
The view from my window.
Continuing education.
The food.
The amazing art studio.
Happy hour.
There are many reasons to love Attic Angel Community, but there's just one Attic Angel.
Menards carries everything you need to keep your vehicle running smoothly. Cold weather is hard on your vehicle. Get a reliable AC Delco battery. We carry different sizes needed for most cars and trucks. All stock AC Delco batteries are on sale. Protect your engines against all types of deposits at all temperatures with Valvoline Advanced Full Synthetic Motor Oil. Pick up a quart for $4.49 at Menards. Plus, give the perfect gift with a Menards gift card.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Arby's, 2 for $6 every day. Chicken, beef, gyros. 2 of those things for just $6. Arby's, we have the meats.
Upland Hills Health has evolved through generations. We've never worked harder to bring you the best facility, the best providers, and the best technology to care for you. We've ranked among the top 100 critical access hospitals for 6 years, and now, in 2020, we're in the top 20 in the U.S. This is based on 50 indicators and 8 pillars of performance. Why is this important? Because when you're hurt or in pain or ready to bring a new life into the world, you'll get the very best care here at Upland Hills Health in Dodgeville.
Need last-minute gifts? Don't miss the HyVee gift card bonanza. One day only, Friday, December 18th. Get a free $10 HyVee gift card when you buy $100 of the most popular gift cards. You'll find gift cards to more than 140 different stores and restaurants. The perfect gift and stocking stuffer for everyone on your list. Why go to other stores? Get all your gift cards at HyVee. And get a free $10 HyVee gift card when you buy $100 in gift cards. Friday, December 18th during the HyVee gift card bonanza.
Hey folks, Thursday morning we continue our conversation with local chefs. That includes one who has given everything he can for his community over the last few years, and now he's asking for help in return. Join us starting at 4:30 on News 3 Now this morning.
Another National Signing Day, another record-breaking class for the Badgers. The 2021 class of commits is Wisconsin's highest-rated class in the rankings era, and it breaks down like this. 24/7 Sports has this group of future Badgers third in the Big Ten behind only Ohio State and Michigan, and the 16th best class in the nation. Out of the 21 signees, 5 are rated 4 stars, 1's a 5-star, and the coaching staff is really excited about this class.
We hit some home runs in multiple position groups in this class, and if they don't help our team, then man, we missed bad, you know. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's hard for me to pinpoint. I mean, I feel like they all add value and add depth where we need them, and it's going to be good to have choices and really good choices.
It appears it's a 2-horse race for this year's NFL MVP award between Aaron Rodgers and Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. And statistically speaking, A-Rod has had a better year than his State Farm friend. Rodgers is the league leader in passing touchdowns. He has a better quarterback rating than Mahomes and has thrown less interceptions than him, too. And if he wins his 3rd MVP honor, well, that would be something pretty special to number 12.
There's not many guys that have won 3, so that would definitely mean a lot. I feel like I've been in the conversation, you know, a number of years outside of the 2 that I've won. You know, it's nice to be back in the conversation. It'd be, you know, something that's usually on the preseason goal list, and it's nice to be in the conversation.
How does one celebrate signing a $228 million Supermax contract? Well, Giannis bought some baby toys for his son yesterday. Not what you expect, but the Bucks superstar is truly one of a kind. Giannis said he made his decision to stay in Milwaukee after he asked his mom if she wanted to move, and she said no. Obviously, he was joking, but staying was an easy choice to make for the 2-time MVP.
You know, being in the team that trusted me, believed in me, took care of me, took care of my family, took care of me financially. You know, I always want to give back. I always want to give back, and I've been trying to give back since day one that I've been here. But you know, I got more to give, and I love this city.
I'd probably celebrate by buying a couple houses, Eric.
He buys a lot of baby toys, that's for sure. All right, it's exciting to see what the future holds for him. Chris Reese joining us, final check of the forecast.
Tomorrow's going to be a couple degrees warmer. By the time we get you towards the weekend, temperatures will be above 35 for those afternoon highs. Staying in the 30s into next week, a chance for light snow towards Christmas.
All right, thanks for joining us.
We'll see you back here.